Hey, it's Jen. This is going to be your reading for midweek Wednesday around 5:15. What do we have going on? We're going to go through each one of the signs. They'll be time-stamped in the description, and I'll put them in a pinned first comment too, so you can just pop to your sun, moon, and rising. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you would like a personal or private reading. Well, let's just get started right away. We're going to start with our Aries. What do we have going on midweek for Aries? The Death card. Okay, so what are we letting go of? Death isn't a bad thing. A lot of times it means something comes through, sweeps up whatever was there before, and you're able to just, rebuild and start again. So let's see what we have with this. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks like something that you have been waiting for a long time is finally come to fruition. This Knight of Pentacles, let me see if I'm too far. Should I move up a little bit? This Knight of Pentacles is very slow-moving energy, and sometimes it's really frustrating, especially for a fire sign like the Aries. You really want things to just be happening, but if you notice, isn't it funny that death comes in on the horse too? So it looks like whatever you've been working towards, something is coming to its final fruition, and you're finally seeing the progress of that. But it's time to let the process go. So death does come in and kind of sweeps that out. Like yes, it was long, and yes, it was arduous, and yes, you didn't enjoy this process or whatever the case might be, but it's done because your actual wealth of what you were waiting for has arrived. So let the process be done and gone, and move on and enjoy what has arrived for you now. Let's get a little bit more clarification on this. Yeah, this is something, you got this Nine of Swords, Aries. This is something that's been on your mind a lot. And I think the waiting has been really stressful for you. Just waiting. When is it coming? When is it coming? When is it coming? When is it coming? Well, it's here. So don't be kept up all night anymore. Don't let this insomnia or this constant worry, things going on in the back of your mind, don't let that get to you anymore. Your time is now, not in before or in what happened, and with you not able to have what you wanted right away. It's actually here. I'm just going to get a little bit of clarification on what this Knight of Pentacles represented for us. Okay, you've got the Three of Cups, a celebration. So maybe there was a mending in your family or among your friends, even a mending of a rift at work, whatever it was. There was something that took a long time to get back to here. But like I said, you want to celebrate where you are, don't hold yourself up and it took so long. Why did it take so long? I don't understand why I had to wait. It just took so long. I don't know why it took so long. It doesn't matter because you're back here. You're here at a point of celebration. So enjoy the celebration. Enjoy it. Okay, we're going to move on to our Taurus friends for the middle of the week around the 15th of May, 2019. Just a little midweek update for Taurus. Ooh, Ten of Swords, Taurus. Okay, something did not go your way. I'm really sorry. But you know what? Tens are also a cycle. So this also means that whatever it was that didn't go your way, that's the end. It's over and done. It can't hurt you anymore. You can't be more dead than you already are, right? Yeah, I get some conflict here with this Seven of Wands, and it looks like you might have let some people get to you. You have this Seven of Wands. You have these people that are poking up at you, and then he's got his wand up here. And if you'll notice, he's not engaged with them. These people are way below your level. They're really not on your plane, But it looks like you may have given in and gone down with them, and fought with them, and whatever it was. There was some kind of negativity that was allowed to creep in, and I think it might have gotten the best of you. But like I said, with the Ten of Swords, you can't be more dead than you are. So it's over. Then that's the thing about the tens. It might be a little bit ugly at the time with this Ten of Swords, but it's done. And when it's done, it's done. And now you can move on. And you are not the only one getting these kinds of messages right now. So there's a huge feeling of just let it go. You can't do anything about it. Let it go. Yeah, you've got this Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about action. He's bringing a message. Pages always bring messages. And so, I think this Page of Wands is saying, okay, you felt this pain. Now it's time, to get up, pull these swords out of your back, throw them to the side, and, let's do something different. Let's do something different. We're not going to get involved because this is a progression. This page is a progression from this Seven of Wands. We're not going to get involved with this again. We see where we went wrong. And we're just going to move forward and we're going to do something different. But that page is a message of action. Let's just take a little bit of action, move ourselves in a different direction. Like I said, pull the swords out, but put them down. Please don't carry them around with you. Put them down. Pull them out, put them down. Let's get just one more card here for our Taurus people. Yeah, Six of Swords. So this is about you moving away. Like I said, pull these swords out, put them down, take some action, and then you've got the Six of Swords, and that's where you're leaving a rougher experience and moving to a smoother and more calm experience. So, like I said, you can't get any more dead than you are, so pull the swords out. It's done and over. Take some action, and here you have the Six of Swords, which says, let's get in the boat and let's go somewhere else. Let's do something different. This didn't work. You clacked around with these people and maybe got involved in some negative stuff, but you know what, it's done and over. And that Page of Wands says, let's take some action and do something different. So do that. Let's do that. All right, we're going to move on to our Geminis. What do we have for our Geminis midweek? Oh, Five of Wands. Yeah, everybody's getting the same kind of thing, so don't be all upset over it. You've got the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is a lot of times is like time-wasting behavior. It's just a lot of nonsense. It can be like gossip. It can just be people bugging you about stupid stuff, and you've got Temperance. So while you may be annoyed or irritated with some of the people in your life, maybe coworkers, could even be family members, just remember you've got this Temperance here that says, okay, you know, you're annoyed, I get that, but let's let it go, because that's what we're doing this week. It seems like this midweek is all about letting these things that have occurred around us go and moving to a different place. So let's get a little bit of information about this Five of Wands. Three of Pentacles. So you could be really working on something here. It's like you're working on something. You're trying to build something. You know, you've sort of assembled your team and you're trying to build something. And then you've got this Five of Wands people that are like coming in and like, I feel like, I can't breathe. Like they're distracting and heavy and annoying and they're wasting time. I mean, you could have started a project maybe, and then, you know, you've got people that come in and, oh, what about this permit? Or do you have that? Or I don't like this. You know, it's something that they pick something out and now they don't like it. They want you to do it over. It just seems like it's not really anything tragic. It's just irritation. But, you know, you started building something. So what you started building is important for you to finish. And that's why I say, take this irritation and this time-wasting behavior with a grain of salt. Have that, employ that Temperance there, so you can just kind of keep an even keel, keep a nice little balance, you know, going along. And we're going to get a card here just to clarify this. Oh, you got your Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about kind of taking a moment and looking around and having a little bit of a reset. It's about taking some action. Like I said, you know, you've got this kind of this negative thing that goes on here, but it's just time wasting. It isn't like, it's like that game of cards, War. It's just a waste of time. You don't really win, you don't lose. It's just stupid and boring. It's a way to pass the time. These people who are annoying you, it's just a way for them to pass the time. It isn't really getting them anything. There's not really any profit to it. So as long as you keep that Temperance and you don't let them get to you, it really won't affect you or your plan. You just go back to basics. Look at what you've accomplished here with this Two of Wands. You're like, I've taken action, I've started to accomplish things, and you just move from there. You know, you've got this little globe in your hands. You've got all the ability to plan for whatever you want in the world. You don't really need to take all these people and their problems with you, so let them go. Okay, we're going to move to our Cancers. What do we have going on for Cancer? Middle of May, about the 15th on Wednesday. Knight of Pentacles. Let me move this up a little bit so you guys can see. Knight of Pentacles, I think Aries got that. That is some slow-moving energy. But the thing is, once the Knight is here, he's here. So he may take a little longer, but that doesn't mean he's not going to show up. Let's see. Okay, you get the Page of Pentacles. So it looks like you got some sort of a message, because pages bring messages. Maybe you have a job interview. You have an opportunity for a job interview. There's a job going to be coming available. Maybe you're waiting to hear about refinancing your house, buying a car, consolidating your bills, buying a house. I don't know. Something that has to do with your practical life, whether it's finances or home or work. Something along those lines. Like you have an opportunity presented to you and it's taking just about 100 years to get to you. And it is driving you nuts. Knight of Wands, yeah. The Knight of Wands is all about doing what feels good right this minute. And so the Knight of Wands is like, ooh, I'm going to lose the Knight of Wands. Hold on. The Knight of Wands is like, geez, you know, can we get moving here? Because I want to go do some fun stuff. And I heard about this great opportunity. So when am I going to get to take advantage of that? Can I do that now? And this, you know, you got this Knight of Pentacles. You know, and it's driving the Knight of Wands crazy. The Knight of Wands is like, let's go. Like, the Knight of Wands is like, it's Friday night, let's get to happy hour. And this Page of Pentacles is like, you know, he's at a Monday afternoon meeting, okay? It's just slow go, you know, slow go. Let's just get a card to give us a little bit more clarity on this message that came in. Well, you've got the Strength card, so you have the strength to get through all this. Yes, it's driving you crazy because you're not getting, the opportunity has presented itself, but the energy of it arriving to you is just not here yet. And you're like, come on. You know what, though, use this strength in the form of patience and wait this Knight of Wands out, because he may get you in trouble. You don't want to jump the gun. If there's an opportunity coming and you know it's coming, let this Knight of Pentacles deliver in his own time. Don't push the envelope, because you could ruin something. You know, you could ruin something. All right, we're going to go on to our Leos. What do we have for our Leos? Leos, the Lovers. Okay. What do you have going on, Leo? Let's get some information before we just go thinking all kinds of crazy things. And the Queen of Wands. So this could be an opportunity that you have for a relationship. It is possible. The Queen of Wands is someone who doesn't care what anyone thinks. She does whatever feels really good to her. Now, you could also keep this in the fact that it doesn't have to be just a romantic relationship. This could just be saying, hey, listen, you do whatever it is that during the middle of this week that you really love. If something just rings your bell and you're like, I'm going to go to, you know, Pilates, or I want to go to bowling with my friends, or I want to do, she just does whatever she wants, and she has the best time doing it. This could also have to do with your partner. It could be saying, hey, you know, take that time for your partner, you know, have some fun, go do some fun things. This could be your relationship with yourself. Whatever it is, I'm hearing you need to like let it go. Like, you need to let yourself go. You need to go and do some things that feel good, whether it's with your partner, for yourself. Like, if it's self-love, that's okay too. Maybe you need to go get a pedicure or a massage, or you need to have somebody come in and clean your house, or whatever the case might be. This is about doing what feels really, really good to you. Now, you also have this Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is like, she's like, listen, don't be running a bunch of crap by me. She's been through it all. And I almost feel like this maybe is kind of how you've been feeling. Like, you know, you have been through so much, you've taken care of so many things. You're just at this point where you're like, I need to do what feels good. So you know what? It's okay for this Queen of Swords to take a break sometimes. It's really hard to be so hard all the time. You know, it's hard to be so hard. Take that break, take a little downtime, and do some things you love. This, like I said, I feel like the Queen of Swords might be how you're feeling. Like, you just had to handle so much and be so on your game, and don't you mess with me, and I got it under control. That you're like, oh, I need to do something fun. I need to loosen up a bit. And you have the King of Pentacles also with this Queen of Wands, which says, I feel like, oh, yeah, I just feel like you guys have just had this is a lot of responsibility. This Queen of Swords and this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, you know, I mean, he's like business owner kind of guy, runs the show, rules everything, manages it all. And, you know, this is a tough combination here, this King of Pentacles and this Queen of Swords. You know what this is? It's work, it's work, it's work, it's work, it's work. I can't say it enough times. You got to go do something fun, whether it's with your partner, whether it's just, you know, as far as, you know, with yourself, whatever the case is, but you've got to go do something fun. Go and do something that you enjoy. And it may seem to that Queen of Swords, it's going to seem frivolous. And to that King of Pentacles, he's going to go, how much does that cost? And that Queen of Wands goes, who cares? And the Lover says, yeah, I want to go. This is going to be great. So you go and you do that. Let's move on to our Virgos. What do we have for our Virgos midweek around the 15th of May? What do we have for our Virgos? Seven of Swords, you're just sneaking off. I don't feel like this is somebody cheating on you or you cheating on someone. I just feel like you're like, oh, I've had enough. Like, you're just sneaking away. You're like, yeah, I'm out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. And this Three of Cups, it's almost like there was something that was fun and joyful and really almost like a sisterly kind of celebration, a lot of fun, and it became something that you didn't enjoy anymore. and you're just going to back away from it. But I feel like you're not going to make a big scene doing it. And I think that's what it is. Like, there was this feeling of togetherness, celebration, joy, fun, this whole thing. And it seems like it morphed into something else. That's what I'm feeling, is this used to be this way, but now it's not. And so now I'm just kind of out of here. I'm just kind of back away, because the Seven of Swords doesn't make a big show of leaving. They just kind of, ooh, I'm out of here. Like, you just don't even realize they're gone until they've been gone 10 minutes, you know. Let's get a little bit of clarity here. The Hierophant. Yeah, I think that maybe you were not following the rules for yourself. I think you have a certain set of rules of engagement for yourself, and maybe when this happened, you got a little too involved in it. And that being the case, you had, something said to you, I have rules for how I conduct myself, and this is not it, and I am out of here. Like, whatever this was, whether it was social or something at work, maybe a promise you made to someone or something, it changed to something else, and it became something you didn't want, and it became something that actually violated some of the rules you set for yourself. So your first instinct is to just get the heck out of there. And that's okay. You do have the Wheel of Fortune, and that says, almost like the tides were changing. This was great for a while, and now something else is going to be great. So for you to get involved with this something else that's great, you're going to have to back away from what used to be great. And always, Virgo, you're going to want to follow those rules of engagement that are what you allow in your life and what makes you happy. That's really the most important thing, because if you're not happy, trust me, nobody is happy around you. Nobody. All right, we're going to move on to our Libras midweek. About the 15th of May, what do we have going on for our Libras? What is up for the Libras? Here it is. The Fool. Ooh, what are you up to, Libra? What are you doing? This is a new journey, a new adventure, some opportunity, some pushing you out of your comfort zone kind of stuff. Ooh, okay. You got the Seven of Wands. That's come up for a few other people. It looks like you have a choice, and I love how these do this. This Fool is like, I'm going to step off into this unknown world, and I think you've got a bunch of people saying, what are you, nuts? And this Fool's like, I'm going to do this, and I got this plan, and I'm going to do this great thing. And these other people are like, these people that are, if you notice, way down below you. You're up on this high level, like you're vibrating up here, and there's people that are down here. Often it's your family, and they say like, I have this hope and this dream, and I'm going to put everything I have into it because it makes me happy. And you get these people down here, coworkers, friends, family, who go, oh, why are you going to do that? That's stupid, because they're too afraid to do anything new themselves. And this is, whatever this is a little out of your comfort zone. It could be moving. It could be a new job. It could be going back to school, somebody that you want to date. Whatever it is, there are people who have something to say about it. You have this King of Swords, and the King of Swords is pretty hardcore. He's a judge. He's like, this is the way it is, but you are the Swords. So you are strong enough with this King of Swords, especially to say, listen, this really doesn't concern you. Thank you so much for your opinion, but I'm going to go do what I want to do. And I think that you will be totally able to just thwart any of this nonsense. And you see he's got this wand here, and he's not engaging. He's just like, yeah, no. And the other card that came up here was this Eight of Swords. They don't understand. They just don't understand. They don't see it. They don't see it the way you see it. You have this vision, and you see, oh, I want to do this certain thing. And like I said, whether it's date someone that they are like, why, or go back to school, change jobs, change careers, move, go live in a yurt. I don't know what you want to do, but whatever it is, these people who have all this negative stuff to say, they are blind. They live in their own little world, in their own little bubble, and they think you're nuts. So you know what? They're going to have things to say because they don't know how else to react, but to be negative with you. They don't know what else to do. So you know what? You do you. You step out of your comfort zone. You say no to these people who have these negative things to say, and you just move on. You move on, Libra. You're strong. You know who you are. All right. How about our Scorpios? Midweek, mid-May. What do we have going on for our Scorpios? Four of Pentacles. Keeping a lid on it. Keeping an eye on those finances. Let's see what this has to do with, though. Finances, practical life, the Pentacles are. So let's see what we are. We are keeping a lid on something. What is it? Okay. You're keeping a lid on being happy. I think it's more you are coming close to realizing some sort of dream or wish, something that you've really wanted. And, I think this Four of Pentacles is saying, just don't go off all crazy. Just, you know, keep an eye on what you got going on. You're headed to this place. This Nine of Cups is like wish fulfillment. Great things are happening. Just keep your wits about you. That's what I think this is. It's like, you know, it's also saying like, don't go out and buy a brand new car. This is not the time. I keep hearing, you're so close. You're so close. Don't do anything crazy. That's all it is. It's just don't do anything crazy because you're impatient. Like you want to go from this 9 to the 10 of Cups. That's where you want to go. And this 4 is saying you're going to get there, but don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything crazy. Don't take any shortcuts on your way. Do things the right way, and you're still going to get to where you want to go, but do things the right way. Don't take any shortcuts. I'm really hearing that. So that, and you're so close. You're so close. Finish it right. Do it right. What do you have here? Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is awesome. She's all about doing things the right way too. She crosses the I's. She crosses the I's. She crosses the T's, she dots the I's, she does everything the way she's supposed to. She's a very good steward of her finances. So I especially think, you know, don't shell out a bunch of cash to get yourself to this 10 of Cups, because this is the 9. You want to get to that 10. Don't shell out a bunch of cash to get there faster. You know, don't change your flight reservations and spend $1,000. You're still going to get to this really good place. It's not a race. It's not a race. You will get there in your own time. And I just, I don't want to see you financially hurt yourself. Okay, this card won't go back in. It must be for you. You've got this 5 of Swords, and that can be negative communication. So maybe you're feeling, and I think this is with yourself, you're feeling like, I'm never going to get there. I'm so close, but you know, I'm so close, but why bother? That's what this kind of communication is. And I feel like it's not other people saying it to you, like it's you. Like you're so close and you're going, well, I'm just never going to get there. Well, I might as well just give up. It's like, you know, you've worked for 2 years to get in a really great shape, and you know, maybe you have a certain time you want to run or something, and you're like 5 seconds off. You're like, well, I'm just never going to get there, so I guess I'll have a hot fudge sundae and go to bed. You know, it's that kind of thing. Or, you know, like if you've wanted to get to a certain weight or something, and I'm just using that as an example. It could be anything, you know, and like you've got 2 pounds to go, and it's been that way for a month, and you're so mad, you're like, well, I'm just going to go eat a bag of Doritos. It's the same. It doesn't make any sense. So when this kind of negative stuff comes up, just blow it off. Just be like, yeah, you're not relevant to me. Because in this, if you'll notice, I always say this is like the whatever card. He's got something to say, or she's got something to say, and the other one's like, yeah, whatever. Just whatever. It's not relevant to you. It's not your problem. Not your problem. Okay. We are going to move on to our Sagittarians. What do we have for Sagittarius, middle of May? Sagittarius. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, I love the Queen of Pentacles. You may not, but that's okay. Queen of Pentacles is that Pinterest mom. She does it right, you know. Queen of Pentacles and Judgment. Okay. Queen of Pentacles is about doing things the right way, being a good steward of the money that you're given. You know, your house is neat, your desk at work is neat, your work is done, your assignments are turned in on time, your bills are paid. This Queen of Pentacles has got it together. She is abundant, but she's abundant because she is on the ball. She is not letting other people figure things out for her. And I think it looks like whatever systems you've put in place and whatever things you've been working on for a while, this is when they come to judgment here in the middle of the week. You may have had like some projects due for work, things like that, and you know, all of your hard work is finally going to be put on display. And I feel like you might be a little nervous about that. I don't know what else it could be. It could be you could have worked really hard to like restore your credit, and you've applied for maybe a car loan, a house loan, you know, mortgage. Maybe you've applied for a new job. Maybe this is you going to school and getting all your assignments done and getting great grades and getting an internship, and you've applied for this great job, and now the day of judgment is here, and you're like, I've done it all right. I've done it all right. And of course you've got this 5 of Wands, which is like it's just that negative, like not even negative, it's just time-wasting conflict. Like, I feel like inside I feel all nervous for you. Like, you're all worried about something. Like, this moment of judgment is coming, but you're so prepared. But there's something inside of you that's going, well, I don't know. I mean, geez, I don't know. And it's almost, I feel like you're making things up to worry about. Does that make sense to you? Let me know, Sagittarius. Are you making stuff up to worry about? Because I think, to me, it looks like you have done everything that you could possibly do. And when this judgment comes, whatever way it shakes out is whatever way it shakes out. Because you have done, I really feel like you have done everything you could have up to this point. You've done it. You've done whatever you could do. And you do have this Four of Wands. Four of Wands is all about, it could be marriage, family, building a new foundation, especially with this Queen of Pentacles. It's like you've done everything right. I really, someone who's watching has done the school thing, and is maybe they're graduating college or something like that, and they're like so nervous because they want to do so well in their big grown-up life, and there's this conflict going, oh my gosh, am I really good enough? I mean, I really don't know. Is anybody going to hire me? No one's going to hire me. This is time-wasting behavior. Just let it, don't even bother, because you have worked so hard. You have built this good foundation. So when this judgment comes, it's going to get handed to you like, yeah, good for you. Awesome. And you're just going to be like, oh, yeah, that's right. I deserve that, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay, we're going to move on to our Capricorns. What do we have for our Capricorn? Midweek, about the 15th of May, 2019. The Hermit. No surprise. You want to run away, hide somewhere. Capricorns love to do that, though. That's okay. And that's okay. Okay, so you have the Hermit, which says, like, I want to run away, I want to be alone, give me my space, leave me be. And then you've got the Six of Pentacles, and this Six of Pentacles is about being abundant, so abundant that you want to give back. And the thing is, though, Capricorn, even though you are sometimes like, leave me alone, I don't want to be with you, you really have a heart of gold. Most Capricorns really have a heart of gold. So I think maybe while you're taking this time away, you will find a way, because you have reached a certain level of abundance that you can give back. It doesn't have to be monetarily, but it can be, I always say with this card, like dropping a cup of coffee off to a coworker, or, you know, something of that nature. It doesn't have to be something huge. Taking the garbage out for your your cubicle neighbor or something, you know, putting a pot of coffee on when the coffee's empty at work. And people are like, oh, I needed a cup of coffee. I'm so glad. Who put the coffee on? Thank you. It can be little things like that. You know, it doesn't have to be anything huge. You do have this Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is pretty hardcore, and she takes no nonsense. And it seems like to me that's kind of why you have this Hermit. Like, you have, maybe you've been through some stuff and you've worked on some things, and you just have had, these are falling all over. You've had a lot going on, and you've had to make a lot of tough decisions. She makes pretty tough decisions, and oh my goodness, what is happening? There are cards flying all over the place. Okay, and it feels to me like you've had to make some tough decisions, and you just needed that time away. But once you get that time away and you kind of take your deep breath, you get back to you. You know, these Pentacles are you, and you're ready to kind of go back to being your regular self. You just might have needed a little bit of time away, and I am like, this is just driving me crazy. These cards flying around, but here you go. You got the Page of Wands. That was the one that was flipped up. So all the other ones that kept falling out, I put them back in the deck, but this is the one. And that Page of Wands says, okay, you know, you made these hard decisions. You've gone through whatever you went through. Maybe you had to make some tough, like, budget cuts. Maybe you had to fire people. I don't know. But you had to do some things that just required them to be black and white. This is right. This is wrong. That's the way it is. Maybe you cut out some expenses. It was tough. You didn't want to do that. But after you do that, you take some time away and sort of just reset yourself. And then you've got that Page of Wands. Pages always bring a message, and that message is to take some action, and that action would be to pay it forward. So find a way to pay it forward. Pay for the person, you know, behind you at the drive-thru, or, you know, stop and say something nice to somebody who looks like they really could use it. You know, be nice to the guy at the dry cleaner or whatever. Just do something nice. Drop a cup of coffee off at the, you know, for the person that, you know, watches your dog, or whatever. Just find something nice that you can do. Find something nice to say, you know. All right, we're going to move on to our Aquarians. What do we have for our Aquarians? Middle of the month, about May 15th, 2019. You got your Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you have a lot of decisions to make, and this is not a time to settle, Aquarius. Not a time to settle at all. And you've got the Fool. So you have decisions to make and something new to do, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even have to get into this, but I want to show you, he's got this rod here. Rods are about action, and there's a pentacle right here that like sort of fell off the pile, and he's not picking it up. And do you know why? Because it's not the right thing for him, because this is the right thing for him. So you could settle and take what's okay, or you can step off this ledge, step out of your comfort zone, and take what's for you, what you really want, the thing that you're really working toward and you're really striving toward. You can do that. So it's up to you. Do you want to settle, or do you want to have the thing that's for you? Well, here you go. You got the Fool again. So I'm guessing you don't want to settle. This is just a reminder that, hey, you have an end game in sight, okay? You've got that end game. Don't settle for the pentacle on the ground. Don't settle for the, you know, the apple with the bruise on it. you know, just because it's there. Because if you do, what are you going to get? You're going to get this Three of Swords, disappointment, heartache, sadness, and more than anything, this will just be regret. So don't you settle for that on the ground pentacle, because you have this. And instead of this, you really don't want those swords of regret, right? Don't settle. You wait. You step out of your comfort zone. You do the new thing that's for you. You don't let anybody tell you to just take this because it's here. Whether that's a relationship, job, anything. Don't you settle, Aquarius. Don't you do it. We get lazy. I'm an Aquarius. We get lazy sometimes. Don't do it. Four of Pentacles, Pisces. Got our Pisces. Four of Pentacles. What are we keeping our eye on? We're keeping our eye on something at our home or our job, and we're leaving. Maybe you have some traveling coming up, possibly. You've got, or you had a tough situation, but either way, you are going to be doing some moving, either literally or figuratively. You're either going to be doing some traveling or you're going to be moving away from some other situations. But either way, you're going to need to keep a lid on your finances and on the way that, oh, wow, yeah. You get the Four of Pentacles twice. This is a time, especially if you're going to be traveling, you need to know where's your passport, make sure that all your phone stuff is secure, your banking, all of those kind of things. I'm really concerned about that. Before you travel, make sure your credit cards, you know all the numbers of them and the security codes, and you need to have all the phone numbers in case like your wallet gets stolen. Especially if you're going to be traveling, you need to have a very hard lock on your finances. You need to know where everything is all the time. Yeah, look at that. Six of Swords again. So either you could be exiting a relationship as well. If you are exiting a relationship and your finances are intertwined, it's very important that you set aside your finances and keep a lock on those. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like there may be somebody who's maybe moving out of a relationship and they're going from a rough place where a relationship wasn't good and moving to a calmer place. And it's really important that your finances are locked down and that they're really in order, okay? They really need to be in order. And you need to, like, safeguard them, I feel like. And if you are traveling, same thing. If you're doing any kind of traveling, you need to have, like, maybe those like body pockets that you wear under your clothes and you keep your credit cards in there, stuff like that. I just feel like this is really, really important for any kind of traveling you're doing or change, moving of location, moving out, moving house, whatever it is. Watch those finances, check your passwords, be really, really diligent and really, really careful right now, midweek, okay? Don't leave your purse in the car, anything like that. Just really keep an eye on your finances. Go check all your bank accounts, check them every day. Make sure there's no weird activity. Nobody's got your numbers. Check your email to see if your bank emailed you or if you are getting emails from purchases you haven't made. Whatever it is, just lock all that down. Lock your finance stuff down if you're going to be traveling or if you're going to be moving or whatever. Okay? I will talk to you all very soon. Thanks for watching.